Let me catch my breath. Hi friends, welcome back to the show. Episode 46 is here, and I'm not gonna lie, episode 46 is gonna be a short one. I know I be saying that. Ain't it crazy how I've just been flipping the script lately? Hold on. Remember back when I used to be like, oh, I'm gonna try to make the episodes longer, 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops. Now I'll be like, oh, this is gonna be a short episode. Bitch has been talking for 35 minutes. What is happening? But this episode for sure is gonna be a short episode. I promise. But before we get into it, how are you guys doing? You know, what's been going on? I don't know. I've been feeling some energy lately. I don't know who's sending it to me, but somebody's sending me some energy that it seems like they need help. By the way, I'm not laughing at your pain if you are going through something where you need help. It's just, I'm not lying when I say I can feel it. Like, it's just something about me coming here to sit down and do this podcast. Like, I can feel. If it's you, girl, I will give you a hug. Like, I will give you a hug. This is like literal proof of me trying to be supportive, but like everybody knows that I handle emotions so terribly. So if you reach out to me with words like, hey, I'm just going through this, I just need somebody to talk to. Oh, I got you 100% on that. Like, I love to talk about my problems, and I love to hear about other people's problems. Like, I will be your ear and your mouth, pause, whenever you need me to be. What I can't handle is like nose running, like face wet crying, like sniffling, snotting, can barely form a sentence. I can't handle that, okay? Because all of my like triggers are going to start going off at once, and I'm just going to be like, I need to leave. But I say all that to say, I really hope you guys' like mental health is good and stable. Even if your rent is paid and your dog is healthy, your kids make an honor roll, you know, you just came off vacation because it's fall now, you booking the trip to the next one, you know what I'm saying? Your job is doing good. I hope like while all of that is like great and happening for you, I hope like on the inside you're good, fam. You know, like you're like chemically like balanced. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not harboring any, you know, leftover hatred. Speaking of leftover hatred, that's the first topic that I want to talk about. But before I get into that, I always, y'all, forget that I'm like a content creator now. I never be telling y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Every time y'all talk to me, it's because y'all either want to have like a personal conversation with me or like y'all are giving me tips and tricks and shit like that. Nobody be pouring their heart out to me. Well, yes, y'all do. But like when I be asking y'all questions on the episodes, don't nobody be answering them. I guess y'all be answering them in your head. I'm not gonna lie, I do that too when I watch my other podcasts. I'm not gonna listen to an episode you put out on Monday, and then when I listen to it on Thursday, be like, oh yeah, remember that question you asked a fucking week ago? Okay, so never mind. 86, everything I just said. Listen, today, this is why this episode is going to be so short. I'm talking fast, I'm sweating, I'm hot. Ugh, God. But yeah, guys, if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, which most of you are, leave a review. Damn, you know what I'm saying? If you like this podcast, and I'm sure you do, or you wouldn't be listening, you know, give your girl a 5-star rating. I prefer a rating with words. I know people are just like, yeah, give me 5 stars because that'll help, you know, Apple Podcasts and Spotify recognize my shit. I am a woman of words, okay? I like to hear how much I've satisfied you. I like to hear your thoughts and opinions on my thoughts and opinions. So, you know, a good 5-star is perfect. That's exactly what I want. I would hate for you to leave a very lengthy review and only give me 2 stars. That'll hurt my feelings a lot. So, yeah, guys, leave a review. Say something nice to me. I'm insecure. I need it. If you're listening on YouTube, I really fucking appreciate you because I have no visuals out yet. So you're just watching a blank screen. And I really appreciate the people who do that, because I need those views as well. What's the other one? Spotify, same thing. Leave a review, 5 stars. And just, yeah, show your girl some love. I just want to talk to y'all. But okay, guys, let's get into the first topic, which isn't even really a topic. It's just more like me about to vent because I figured out something. And y'all, I'm very irritated about it because if you know me personally, you always know I say one thing I hate is a stupid bitch, right? And in my opinion, I was like partially raised by a stupid bitch. So whenever I see women, especially of color, do stupid shit, it's just like, I take it personally. Like, even if the situation has nothing to do with me, I take it personally because it's just like, there can't be that many, still left out. Like, I thought my birth mom was like one of the last, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're still scattered out this bitch. That's crazy. I can't believe my eyes. And since I'm so famous for saying that, and I don't have stupid friends, like, I say it to my friends and everything. I was just telling Mango, like, I'm not friends with stupid bitches. Even though Mango is far from a stupid bitch. I was telling her another story about one of my friends. And I was like, she acted like a stupid bitch, and I'm not friends with stupid bitches. So, yeah. Also, I told my other friend that, too. Let me not make it seem like we be talking behind each other back. We don't do that shit. I also told the friend that I was telling Mango about that she was acting like a stupid bitch, and I don't like those. So, I had to clear that up for a second. I was like, bitch, you sound like a hating asshole. But, yeah, so since I say that all the time, I thought it would be fair to share with y'all a moment where I was a stupid bitch, and I realized this maybe like a couple months ago, and I was seething because I was like, no, this goes against everything I stand for and believe in. How could you let this happen to you, Zaria? Oh, my God. So let me tell y'all what happened. So y'all know I have aliases for all of my exes, right? We got Clifford the Big Red Dog. We got DB. We got Carrie Bradshaw. And we got Voldemort. Okay? This story is about Voldemort, bitch. So if you've been rocking with the show for a long time, you'll know that Voldemort is an ex of mine who was a firefighter and stuff. We dated for a short time, maybe like 11 months, 10 months we dated. Girl. So to sum it up, I'm pretty sure I've told the story of him like way deep down in episodes, but if y'all want me to refresh it, I will. Just not in this episode, but I'm gonna give y'all a summary, bitch. So basically, we met at the gym, and when we met, he wasn't a firefighter. He was working at like Best Buy or some shit. And then, we started talking and stuff like that. But I was right off of me and DB. Like, I was fresh off that relationship, bitch. Like, fresh off. Like, maybe a couple weeks. But also, I was so ready for that relationship to be over. Me and that nigga was together for like 4 years. I was so ready for that relationship to be over. I was like, bitch, I've been ready to mingle for the past 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So, it didn't really bother me that I was humping. Damn! Crazy. I was not humping. That's actually funny that I said that because that nigga waited so long to have sex with me. Anyway, it didn't really bother me that I was hopping right into another, like, talking situation because I was just so ready for that nigga to leave me alone. But I don't know what it is, y'all. It was something about Voldemort. He was like literally the perfect man, okay? Well, as perfect as they could get, bitch, as perfect as one of those could get. But I had no complaints about him, right? He was wonderful. To be honest with y'all, I had more complaints about his parents than I did about him because his parents they made it very clear that they did not want their son to date a black girl, especially of my stature. They were like, where did you get this jigaboo from? And flick her the fuck back immediately. So summary of how we broke up. Basically, this is when I first started being a flight attendant. I had got my first airline. I was so fucking excited because if you don't know, bitch, trying to become a flight attendant is harder than trying to get into fucking Yale. That is the hardest job. Even if you're not a big time airline flight attendant, like American and shit like that. Even if you just one of the little ones, that shit hard as fuck. All right? They don't take anybody. So if you ever been accepted or, you know what I'm saying, invited to an interview, bitch, you didn't even go, consider yourself a special bitch because that's not easy. And because it's not easy, I was gassed. I was like, oh my God. And I've said this before on here. I've been wanting to be a flight attendant since I was like 13 fucking years old. It's the only job I've ever wanted to do. I've talked about it since I was 13, nonstop up until the day I left for training. And so I was like so excited, and I was expecting like everybody around me to be gassed too. I was expecting like going away parties. A bitch about to leave for 4 weeks, and I'm not coming back after that because I got to move to a whole new city where they base me at. So I'm expecting a level of like excitedness and hype that I'm just not receiving from like my nigga and my friends and shit like that. I've told the friend stories like episode 5 that I was waiting to get that out. But nobody around me was like as excited as I was. I was planning my own go away dinners and shit. Then my friend got mad at me. She was like, well, I want to do brunch. And I was like, bitch, I don't like breakfast food. I want to do dinner. Like, I'm trying to eat a steak. Like, what the fuck? And she was like, well, okay, we can just do whatever. What the fuck you mean? Why are you mad at me for trying to plan my going away party? It sounds like you don't want to go. Anyway, so fast forward, it's the first week of training. We got test after test, bitch, drill after drill. You gonna be able to fling a nigga outside the plane if the shit going down? I don't know. Everybody's tense. Everybody's nervous because you only got, what was it with this airline? You can only fail a test twice. and you couldn't get below a 90 on a test, whether it was a physical or a written test. And bitch, I was nervous. I was like, I'm not the best test taker. You know what I'm saying? I passed in school with B's and C's. You know what I'm saying? So I was really nervous. And I needed so much comfort. And I'm not the type of bitch that call my parents. I'm just not. My parents old as fuck. They don't need that. Like, I've just... If I don't have a nigga at the time where I need to express some stuff, I'll just like smoke a blunt, masturbate, and go to bed. Like, bitch, that was my window of opportunity, and I chose to do that. So since I had a man and I needed some comfort, I was like, let me call him, let me text him. Every time I would call him, it would go to voicemail. Like, it was just not. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm telling one side of the story. It is important to know that he was also training to be a firefighter while I was while I was in flight attendant school. He had already like did all the physical stuff. He just had to like take like 3 big tests, right? So it was nothing like that was stopping him from being on his fucking phone. That's the point of what I just said all that for. It was nothing from stopping that nigga to be on his phone. I just wanted to throw that in so it seemed like I'm telling the point. You know, I'm telling the story fair as fuck. So like I said, every time I called his phone, straight to voicemail. Every time I text him, he would text me back 3 hours later. And I was like, it was hurting my feelings. I was feeling real alone. Like, I never failed the test, but I had to repeat one of my drills. Like, one of the evacuation drills. Because you got to scream. And I am not a yeller unless I'm, like, really passionate about a story I'm telling. I don't like raising my voice. And you got to, like, drop your shit! Run! Get off the fucking... Like, you have to, like, scream with your life in order to pass this fucking test. And it's, like... taking a toll on all of my emotions, and all I wanted was my nigga to be like, it's all right, like, I can't wait to come home, I'm gonna just hug you and kiss you and all that stuff. And it was nowhere to be found. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So then when I did get a hold of him, he would always say like little shit like, oh, it's okay, you got this, you strong, like textbook ass, like motivational ass text messages, like he was letting Siri send the bitches for himself. And I didn't like that, and I picked up on it immediately because like it sounded like you're busy doing something else. And so me being mature, trying to be mature, instead of shutting down, you know, and just ignoring him and giving him the silent treatment, I texted him about it. I was like, it seemed like, I just took out all my emotions and I just broke it down. I was like, I feel so alone out here. I think I was in Arizona. I was like, I don't know nobody out here, you know, except my roommate that the flight attendant training gave me. And I don't know this bitch for real. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really break my shit down to her like I want to. None of my friends are texting me back. Like, it seemed like everybody I care about don't give a fuck that I'm, like, out here chasing my dreams, or that I'm scared, or that I'm nervous, and shit like that. And I understand that my personality gives off, like, really strong friend. Like, I don't struggle mentally, or, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's because I don't cry in front of people. I'm not sure what it is. But I do understand that that's how people see me. But if I'm asking you for it, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm asking you for it, that's completely different. So basically, that's what I said. I was like, I feel like nobody loves me. I feel like nobody gives a fuck that I'm out here doing this shit, and I need comfort. Nobody's available when I need it. Every time I need y'all, I'm in class or I'm asleep because I got a test the next day. Like, you niggas aren't like even trying to participate in making me happy, and it's really making me sad. Do y'all know this nigga didn't text me back? Oh, Jesus Christ. Do y'all know that nigga didn't text me back until the next day? Like, a full 24 hours next day? I was livid. I texted him. I was like, you know what? Voldemort, you know what? It's cool. I can see that something else has your attention. I don't know if you know, firefighting test is beating your ass this much, or if it's another bitch. I really don't have the energy to give a fuck. So you got that. That's basically what I said. I was like, we good. You got that. Continue doing what you was doing, right? And in the back of my mind, I knew it was another bitch, right? This is what he said. Listen to how he gaslit me. Oh my goodness. He sent me this long ass paragraph talking about some, basically like, I don't got nothing like that going on. You just need to be patient. Da 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 da. He was like, honestly, I could always tell that, you didn't want me and stuff like that because you never said you love me. And the reason you feel alone is that all bringing up a bunch of unnecessary ass shit, right? I didn't respond to it. I just thumbs it up. I was like, righteous. You got it. Boomerang. So then, because I love things, I'm addicted to shit that pains me and embarrasses me. Maybe like 9 months later, I'm full-fledged flight attendant now, even switched to a different airline. Big girl. I done traveled a couple countries, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling myself. I'm a whole different bitch. Living in a whole different state. I'm out of Arizona and everything, right? So I text him while I'm boarding a fucking flight, right? I text him. Actually, I don't text him. I send him a voice note basically saying like, oh, God, basically saying stupid shit like, y'all, like, I was like, thank you for teaching me how to be a woman. I know I was so insecure by not saying I didn't love you. And the truth is, I did love you. I just wanted to love me more first. And I wanted to get established in my career before I had a man, you know, like giving me all this stuff and trying to treat me a certain way when I don't feel this way about. Girl, I was like really giving it to this nigga. And it was the most pathetic voice note I've ever left in my entire life. And he responded back with basically the same shit. Like, I always knew you would chase your dreams, and I always knew that you didn't want me to be a part of it and shit like that. Just stupid shit, right? Hold on. Y'all, I sent that voice note, and do y'all know, like, a month later, or I don't want to say a month later, but sometime after that, this nigga posted him and his new girlfriend's 1 year anniversary. And I was like, in my same birth month, by the way, in my same birth month. My birthday is May 21st. Them niggas, 1 year, listen to me. Their 1 year anniversary was fucking May 25th. Bitch, when I saw that post, I started doing math like a motherfucker. Y'all know that I'm bad at math. I started doing all types of adding and division. I was like, there's no way. And y'all want to know the craziest part? When I sent him the voice message, I'm pretty sure I already knew he was cheating on me. When I saw the post, I was like, so he was like really cheating on me. Now they got a baby and everything together. It's actually astonishing. It's actually crazy that I let myself be everything that I hate about a woman. It was just, I couldn't believe it. And y'all want to know even the most fucked up thing about it? The way my mind works, bitch, is that like now the last like little piece, this was over a year ago, by the way. This was like almost 3 years ago. So the last little memory that nigga has of me is of me like being weak in the knees, basically. Like, he probably strutting the streets thinking I still want his ass, and I do not. Like, that's the thing that's like pissing me off, is like, oh my God, my gangster was tested and I fucking flopped. Like, I fumbled it. I really could have said some conniving ass, deluded mental shit, and I didn't. I was just like, oh my God, thank you. And let me get out the backstory. Okay, this is what this whole episode is gonna be about. Okay, because I need to get this out. I just couldn't believe it. So when we were in a relationship, I don't say I love you to a lot of people, right? That's just something that, you know, y'all already know how I grew up. Bitch did not get love yous. We didn't get kisses and shit like that. So if I say I love you, and if you want me to mean that I'm in love with you, especially on that level, I really have to be in love with you, bitch. I'm not just about to say it. This nigga said he loved me like 5 months into the relationship, and although that was very sweet, I do have that effect on people. I was just like, I'm not gonna say it to you, gang, because I don't feel that way. Like, I care about you deeply, like deeply. 5 months, that's a long time to be with another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, especially me, I love being alone. So, please believe me when I say that I genuinely do care about you, right? I cannot say I love you if you want me to mean it. You know what I'm saying? I can't say it, period, because that's some gay shit. You know what I'm saying? not like gay in a derogatory way, but, you know, I'm just not saying it. Just like I'm not saying baby, because that shit is gay. And I don't even know what type of gay I mean by that, because I like women. But something about it feel gay. You know, that's just the only word I can say for it. But yeah, so he was mad at me for a long time because I wouldn't say I love you. For the whole 11 or 10 months we were dating, I didn't say I love you. And I don't regret it. You know what I'm saying? Look what happens when you say you love that nigga. You pop out with a baby. But yeah, y'all, I just rethought about that today, and I was like, wow, that nigga probably still think that I want him. Like, I cannot believe that was the last piece of me that he got. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. And I walk around here talking about something, oh my God, I hate when bitches do this. I hate when bitches do that. You was one of them. Look at that. Look at you on your knees. Pause. Look at you. Begging and crying. Sliding down the wall. Oh, my goodness. But y'all want to know something else about my exes? And I'm pretty sure I told y'all this before. Every single one of them spin the block. Except Voldemort. Now, he's... Oh, my God. Look at the dogs running. That is so cute. Now, he hasn't spin the block. The only thing he's done is like stalk my Instagram pages and my TikTok pages. All right, dog. Don't start barking. I already said you was cute. Don't do this. And I know he's listened to a couple episodes of my podcast. But he's the only one that hasn't actually like texted me trying to spin the block. And another good fun fact about my exes, all of my exes have kids. And I have been solid on not wanting kids. I'm pretty sure since I was like 10 fucking years old. So every man, every woman I've ever been in a relationship with knows that I do not want to have kids. Every single one of them motherfuckers, whether it's a man or a woman, all of them have at least one or more kids. One of them got 4, and that's and that's fucking crazy. But you know. It's actually wild. And guys, I have so many like crazy stories about my exes and about like my teenage years and stuff like that. I promise you I was a good child. My life is just very wild and random at the same time. Like some of my stories don't sound real, and I'm so glad that most of the time I have another person with me so they can like prove that I'm not fucking lying, because my life sounds like a stand-up comedy. I'm telling you, it sounds like a Greek tragedy. I keep saying this to y'all. I'm not lying. So maybe when I start doing the Patreon episodes, do y'all think, okay, I could do whatever I want in Patreon because it's literally mine. So would y'all be down if like, obviously, you know, when I do the Patreon, I'm gonna like give y'all the real tea, like unfiltered Aria. I know I say fucking bitch a lot, but like, I just cuss a lot. That's just who I am. But over in the Patreon, sis, $5 a month, I'm gonna give you a lot, okay? And would y'all be down for like me to put pictures up? Because I really need y'all to see these niggas and these women that I was with. Like a picture with me in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to go to the Instagram and take a random picture of them and their family. You know, a picture that I got back in my archives. You know what I'm saying? Would that be weird or not? you know what? I'm going to sleep on it. Don't answer that yet. I'm going to sleep on it. This is what I hate about Florida. These loud ass country bumpkin ass cars. Like, sir, that was a Honda Civic. Why did it sound like that? But okay, guys, I'm going to wrap the episode up here. I was going to talk about a couple more things, like weed, because I just love smoking so much. Why did I say it like that? I said it like a 6th grader. Weed. But yeah, we'll get to that in the next episode. I have so much shit to do today. I'm dehydrated. I'm sleepy. Oh my God, y'all, the 75 hard is going strong. I'll catch y'all up with that in the next episode. We might have to tweak it a little bit though, bitch, because I was 178 pounds when we started, bitch. It's floating 160. How did that happen? How? But again, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you're listening and you truly, genuinely enjoy this podcast, please follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. If you want to follow me on my personal page, it's connected to this podcast Instagram page. If you want to see what I look like before the 50th episode, by all means, go check it out. Do not tell me what you think of my face, because I will climb up my own ass and die if you do. But yes, please give me a rating. 5 stars is what I like. But remember, I do like words, so tell me what you think. Tell me what you hate. I'll probably fix it, because you know what? I ain't got shit else to do. So yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.